Steve, good morning.
Hi, Amanda. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are
Good.
you?
I'm doing okay. Thank you.
Good. What an honor to chat with you today and to see
Thank
your
you.
face. Always nice to see
Oh,
your
thank
face.
you. My pleasure. Thank you.
So let's talk about this incredibly fantastic foundation that you have set up. I think it's incredible when anyone can take something that's been so hurtful, so hard, such a tragedy, and turn it into something so beautiful. So, Steve, let's talk about the Captain John J. Sax Family Foundation and why you have it.
Okay. Thank you, Amanda. It's nice to be with you. And the Captain John J. Sax Family Foundation is there to help aspiring aviators become the best that they can be. That was my son's passion. And be it going through a hardship in the family or trying to get through college to get a degree to become an officer in one of the armed forces. Those are just examples of what the foundation can do. And my son had a passion for flight, and so we want to help other aspiring aviators do the same thing. Um, Unfortunately, we're coming up on the 2-year anniversary of my son's passing on June 8th. And so what we're doing to help fund the foundation is we've created this company called Babe and the Kids. And Babe and the Kids, I don't know if you can see this iconic masterpiece behind me. Babe and the Kids is taking from a 1922 snapshot of Babe Ruth on a barnstorming tour amongst the sea of children. It epitomizes what Babe Ruth was all about because he grew up in an orphanage himself. And so he loved kids. He wanted to always help kids. And what the artist had done, the artist is Opie Otterstad. He was a 2006 sports painter of the year. He took this iconic photo and painted it on this mural that you see behind me. It's 4x6. And he supplanted the faces. He changed out the faces of all those kids in that iconic photo. And he put in current Hall of Famers when they were little boys. So you can go through here and pick out all these little kids. And the funny thing about this thing is it took him 8 years to paint this because he had to go through the courthouses to get clearance to paint it, get it from the estate. He had to make multiple trips to the Hall of Fame to try to get it. And when he completed this masterpiece, I bought it from him. I bought it as soon as I walked in. I got it, hold of him, and I bought it from him on the spot. It was at an exhibit in New York City during the All-Star game in 2008. Again, 8 years to paint this thing. So what we've done is to help my son's foundation. A couple guys I work with is we've done a couple of things. First of all, we digitized the painting into an NFT. So you can receive this the painting through an NFT on your Apple wallet. You could put it on your watch. You could put it at the biggest scoreboard. You could put it at the LA, in Los Angeles, that scoreboard that's 129 yards long. It'll look exactly like the painting. So that's the first thing we've done is digitized it through an NFT. The second thing that we've done is that we've made it interactive. You may be able to walk by this because the Dodgers are going to be one of our partners. They're going to get one of these and put it in their stadium. You may be able to Dodger Stadium, walk by this thing and see all this Babe Ruth with all these faces and the anonymity of these faces there. You're wondering, who is that kid? Well, if you hover over the face, the name comes up of the little boy. And if you double click it, a 3-minute video appears on the screen of that little boy playing in the big leagues. It shows who he became. That would dissipate. Then you go to the next little boy, the next one. 58 of them in all are in this photo. Now, if there's 100 people at the same time that want to interact with this thing at the stadium, it may be at a bank building where you have it or wherever it may be. You can hover over the face on a QR code through your phone or through your iPad. Hundreds of people can interact with it at the same time if that's where it's housed. And so what we've done is we've offered it through our website called babeandthekids.com. There's about 45 or 50 of them left for the public. If people want to go there and buy one and become part of our community, there's going to be a total of 200. And they will be together with us in perpetuity because everybody that gets one is part of the utility aspect of this, in that they can decide, they will be a decision maker with everybody else on what we're going to do with my son's foundation that particular year. Are we going to do a 5K run in Hawaii? Are we going to do another event at the Reagan Library like we did last year or whatever? But we're going to be a community of 200 people helping my son's foundation. So there's a lot more than just getting an NFT. There's a lot more to this. So if they go to babeandthekids.com, they can put their name on the list and get one of these before we go to mint, which will probably be in about 10 days. So there's still time for them to do this.
Steve, I don't know how a parent picks themselves up after something, losing a child. I can't fathom it. And to create something so beautiful, so meaningful, so original, how were you able to do that and pick yourself up from the pile of grief that you had to be sitting in?
Well, I'm still picking up. It never ends. I believe in heaven. I believe someday I'm going to see my son again. I have a big, wonderful family, and grief is the price you pay for loving somebody, and that never goes away. So it's an ongoing process, but thank God I have a great family, and I know I'm going to see John again someday. I believe that as much as I'm breathing. So that's what helps every day. Sorry. Sometimes sometimes it's easier to talk about than others. And sometimes it's not. So
I lost my father unexpectedly on June 9th of 2020. And so I also know these anniversary dates coming up. And it's funny because your brain seems to be going along, you're doing things, you're getting stuff accomplished, you're creating in the world. And then all of a sudden something just slaps you and you're like, why am I oh, there's an anniversary date coming up from some.
right.
It's
right. It is. And it's something my family and I live with every day. And my brother, who lives across the street from me, we've lived across the street from each other for 27 years, and I have 3 sisters that live close. And unfortunately, my brother lost his boy less than a year after I lost John, and they were the same age. And so it's been tough for my brother and I, but we have a great family, and we cling to each other a lot. So I think we're doing the right thing for my son. I know that he would be amazed at the love and affection that the people of this country have for him. When we were bringing Johnny's body home from the airport to the mortuary here in Sacramento where he's buried, the streets and the highways were lined with police officers and firefighters and people, and they were all saluting John as he came through the freeways and highways and streets with people that knew that he was coming home. So he's supported to this day very much here.
Well, Steve, I will be saying an extra prayer for you on June 8th and saluting extra hard on the 4th of July this year in honor of you and your family. God bless you. Thank you so much for doing this for all of us and for taking care of the next generation, even in your grief.
Thank you. Thank you. And God bless your father and your family.
Thank you. They're up there talking baseball now.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Take care, my friend.
You bet. Thank you.